Another major silly season domino has fallen as it has been announced that Hailie Deegan will drive for AM Racing full-time in 2024. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel and welcome back to our video. As I just said a second ago, it has been officially announced that Hailie Deegan will drive for AM Racing on a full-time basis in 2024. According to reports, Hailie Deegan has signed with AM Racing to drive the number 15 Ford full-time next year in the NASCAR Xfinity Series as she moves up from the Truck Series. AM is describing the deal as a multi-year and says Viva Seltzer and Airbox Purifier will be among the sponsors in 2024. This is honestly a very interesting move to say the least. This has been rumored over the last 2 weeks, and this was expected that this was going to happen as she was going to be heading to AM Racing in 2024. It's no secret that Hailie Deegan has been wanting to move up to the NASCAR Xfinity Series for the last few years, but she was going to need sponsorship and funding. But she will have Viva with her, and she will also have other companies working with her as well, and probably Monster Energy is going to sponsor her in 2024 as well. I said this about Hailie Deegan. It's no secret that Hailie Deegan has struggled in the Truck Series. She only has scored 5 top 10s in her Truck Series career, which isn't the most impressive considering she has driven for Thor Sport Racing and DGR. I will say during DGR years, it wasn't really a great organization overall. But for Thor Sport Racing, she has not done a really good job. I think she's only scored 2 top 10s, hasn't scored a single top 5s. I was expecting her to do a lot better with Thor Sport Racing. I thought she would do a much better job with that organization. But one of the reasons I'm not giving up complete hope on Hailie Deegan is because she did, to her credit, get a top 15 in her Xfinity Series debut, finishing in 13th place. Yes, Dow had Stewart Haas Racing backing in the car that she ended up driving, but I think in that one start, she did have a pretty impressive run, kept her nose clean, I believe finished on the lead lap as well, and finishing 13th is pretty good. But going back to the Truck Series stuff, she hasn't done a fantastic job in the Truck Series. It's no secret that she has absolutely struggled. But I think some drivers can do better in other series than others. A perfect example, look at Harrison Burton. Harrison Burton was not very good in the Truck Series at all in the few years he ran the Truck Series. He moves up the Xfinity Series in 2020, and he goes out and wins 4 races as a rookie. Now in 2021, he doesn't win a race, but he then gets an opportunity to go Cup racing. He's been not that great in the Cup Series with the Wood Brothers yet, but he has done a good job in the Xfinity the first year he moved up there. You've got other drivers like Jimmie Johnson. Jimmie Johnson was not that good in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He goes up to the Cup Series and goes on to win 7 championships. Yes, he did win a race in the Xfinity Series at Chicago in 2001, and he wasn't an underfunded team, but he still ended up having a pretty good year with a really great NASCAR Cup Series career. And other drivers have skipped the Truck Series. The Truck Series always isn't the greatest step in the world. Some drivers develop in different series than others in a much better light. Though there are drivers who've done a great job in the Truck Series, who've transpired to be great drivers in the other respective series, like Zane Smith, Carson Hocevar, you name it. Other drivers have come through those ranks. That being said, when it comes to Hailie Deegan, I am excited for her to get this opportunity, but it is going to be a very important year for her. And I will say the one thing about AM Racing is we don't know exactly if they're going to have a major technical alliance as of now with SHR or not, but if they are getting a major alliance with Ford, which I think Ford really is high on Hailie Deegan, and Ford really doesn't have a ton of options available when it comes to their development pipeline. They've got Riley Herbst, and they've got Cole Custer, and they've got Hailie Deegan, Frankie Muniz, maybe some other drivers, but that's really about it. And when Hailie Deegan is one of your top prospects, that's not the greatest look in the world. But it is, like I said, it is going to be a very important year for Hailie Deegan going into 2024 because she is going to be expected to step up into plate and do a really good job. And I wouldn't be surprised or shocked maybe in the final few weeks of the year she gets an opportunity and chance maybe run with an Xfinity Series organization, maybe at Las Vegas perhaps, so that she could maybe try to get a little more experience. But I like this move overall. And like I said, AM Racing isn't the fastest organization in the world. I do like the fact that she's getting the opportunity and chance to run full-time the Xfinity Series next year. And I think, like I said, this will be a good move for her. So I think she is going to learn a lot more. Now, the big question will be, again, I think that there will be maybe 1 or 2 full-time entries. That probably will be announced. We'll probably talk about that later this week. Actually, probably tomorrow, as a matter of fact, when we get to the AM Racing stuff. But back to Hailie Deegan, talking about her getting this opportunity and shot. I do like this move for her. I'm glad to see she's getting the opportunity and chance to move up to the NASCAR Xfinity Series full-time next year. She's going to have, I think, her expectations next year is she's going to be expected to step up to the plate and have a pretty good season in 2024. Like I said, in the one start that she ended up having, like I said, she did a very, very good job finishing 13th and keeping her nose clean. I think she learned a lot more. And I also give her props. She's done some good things this year in other forms of racing. She had a really good run in the SRX race, finishing second at Eldora, and Tony Stewart actually praised her for that. And then she did that GT race with the Fords at the TCR event, and she led laps in that race and contended for the win in the event. So it's not like Hailie Deegan's an untalented driver, but again, her Truck Series runs have not been the most impressive in the world. That being said, I'm glad to see that she's getting the opportunity chance. Now, what are my expectations for Hailie Deegan going into the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season? Well, Hailie Deegan is going to be expected to do a lot better than she's done in the Truck Series. I think that she needs to score some top 10s, and she needs to score some top 5s as well. I know AM Racing isn't the fastest organization in the world, but they're probably going to be getting a massive technical alliance with Ford going into 2024, so she is going to be expected to do a much better job. She needs to be more competitive, and she needs to run about as good as she did in that one start. If she can contend for top 15s and top 10s consistently, then I think she will do a much better job. And again, I think there's been slight times where she has shown flashes of brilliance in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, but overall, I do like this move for Hailie Deegan. I think that in the Truck Series, I'd say she showed flashes of brilliance. It's just that it really didn't pan out for her. But some drivers do better in other series than others. So my hope and prayer is that Hailie Deegan can do a much better job going into 2024. She has lost a lot of the hype she's had, but she still brings a lot of fans in. She's still got a really, really massive fan base. And I'm wishing the best for going into the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. As in regards to other things at AM Racing, this probably will get revealed later today. Brett Moffitt, there's a lot of conversation. Maybe he's going to be moving back down to the NASCAR Truck Series next, or maybe going to front row. Though there has been some chatter he could come back to AM Racing next year. There's been other rumors that they're going to have a second All-Star car that could potentially, I know Private Porno's Twitter account has suggested there could be a second All-Star car, and it's probably going to be revealed later today as well. So that's probably going to get revealed in the near future. But going back to Hailie Deegan, I'm excited for her, but it's going to be a very important year for hopefully she can step up to the plate, do a much better job with AM Racing going to 2024, and I think it's a great move for her going to 2024 to see she's moving up to AM Racing, and I think this is good exposure for her, and hopefully she can do a great job in the Xfinity Series in 2024. She needs to step up to the plate. Hopefully she can do a much better job going into the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. Wishing her the best of luck going into 2024. So, that is for today's NASCAR news and motorsports news video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Notifications on so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, as for my Patreon as well. Links description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. How well do you think Hailie Deegan is going to perform at AM Racing in 2024? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we've got a couple NASCAR stories to talk about. We're going to talk about Hailie Deegan, AM Racing, an update on that. And we'll also talk about the iRacing MSG news that came out recently. And then we'll also talk about some other stuff as well tomorrow on the channel. Got a lot of great content dropping over the next couple weeks that I can't wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.